Well, hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Maria.
And I'm Leilani.
And I'm Granny Buns.
And this is
While Drinking Wine. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
We liked this the last time we
That's
drank it.
really good. Yeah.
Very
So, what we're drinking today is, my mom wanted to try this the last time that we had it. It is the 14 Hands Winery Unicorn Rosé Bubbles. So there it is. It's a little bit of sparkling rosé, and it's just so good, right? It's really, really good.
It
Yeah.
is.
Mhm. Yeah. So let everybody know what we're doing today.
Well, you guys all know that Granny Buns is going to be here because we told you last week, and here she is. We're always so happy that she's here. So guess what that means?
Mhm.
A story time with Granny Buns. And this time it is the Easter edition because today, happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter, everyone.
And so Granny would love to read to you the story of Easter. So here it is. And
Yes.
so she's going to read that.
Yes.
So I'm very excited. You ready to get into it?
Mhm.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, hello boys and girls. I know I haven't been here for a while, but today we're going to read The Story of Easter by Jean Miller. So let's get at it. Long ago in a land named Judea, a man named Jesus taught people about God's love for them. People came from all over the land to hear what he had to say. But not everyone liked Jesus. Some leaders worried that the people liked Jesus more than they liked them, and they didn't like what Jesus said, that he was the Son of God. Jesus met with 12 of his closest followers who were called disciples. The Passover feast is in 2 days, he said. We shall meet then and eat together. A disciple named Judas heard that Jesus' enemies wanted to capture him. Judas met with them in secret. He offered to point Jesus out in return for 30 pieces of silver. Jesus and his 12 disciples gathered together for a Passover feast. As they ate, Jesus watched them sadly. One of you will betray me to my enemies, he said. This upset the disciples. They stared at each other, wondering who could betray him. Judas slipped out of the room as soon as he could. Jesus asked for God's blessing on bread, then broke it and gave it to his disciples. Take this, for this is my body, which I am giving up for you, he said. Take it and eat. Holding up a cup of wine, Jesus gave thanks and shared it with his disciples, saying, This is my blood, poured out for you. Take it and drink. After the meal, Jesus took his disciples to the Garden of Gethsemane. He asked them to come with him and keep him company while he prayed to God. But after a while, the disciples fell asleep. Jesus sadly watched them slumber. He knew he would soon be leaving them. Suddenly, Judas arrived with a large band of men and went up to Jesus and kissed him. That was the signal Jesus' enemies were waiting for. They surrounded Jesus and led him away. Terrified, the disciples fled. When Judas saw this, he regretted what he had done. Judas tried to return the money Jesus' enemies had paid him, but it was too late. Roman soldiers took Jesus to a place called Golgotha. There he was crucified along with 2 thieves. Before he died, Jesus asked God to forgive those who had betrayed him. A man named Joseph asked for permission to bury Jesus. He tenderly wrapped the body of Jesus in fine white linen and laid him in a tomb carved into a rock. Two grieving women, Mary Magdalene and Jesus' mother, Mary, watched as Joseph closed the entrance with a large stone. 3 days passed. Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene came to visit the tomb. There they were greeted by a beautiful angel. The tomb was empty, and the angel told them, "Jesus has risen to heaven, as he said he would. You must travel to Galilee, where you will find him." As the two women walked, they were met by Jesus. He greeted them, saying, "All hail! Tell my brother disciples to go to Galilee, and they will see me there." Jesus met his disciples in Galilee. He spoke to them, saying, "Go among the nations and teach my words. Baptize the people in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit." And Jesus comforted them, telling them to remember that he would be with them always, till the end of the world. These events became the Christian holiday of Easter. The final week of Jesus' life came to be known as Holy Week, which begins on Palm Sunday. On that day, the Sunday before Easter, Jesus had entered Jerusalem. People greeted him waving palm branches. It is now a tradition for worshipers to receive palm branches or little crosses made of palm fronds in church on Palm Sunday. The Passover meal that Jesus ate with his disciples took place on the day that is now called Maundy Thursday. At this meal, Jesus commended his disciples to love one another. The meal became known as the Last Supper. Good Friday, also called God's Friday, was the day when the Romans put Jesus on the cross. The cross became a symbol of Christianity, and the followers of Jesus came to be called Christians. Easter falls on a Sunday because that was the day Jesus was resurrected from the dead. Jesus ascended to heaven 40 days later, and that is called Ascension. Spring flowers are used to decorate churches and homes for Easter. The favorite and most beloved Easter plant is a beautiful white Madonna lily. Christians consider Easter their most important holy day. There are special church services on Easter Sunday, and people wear their best clothes. Families and friends gather for a festive Easter dinner. In many cultures, eggs are a symbol of life. This is why brightly colored eggs are an important part of Easter celebrations. Long ago at Easter time, people put colored eggs in grass nests made to look like birds' nests. Today, people decorate Easter baskets with ribbons and spring flowers and fill them with colored eggs and Easter candy. In the country of Ukraine, women make beautiful colored Easter eggs called pisanki. The word means written eggs. Pisanki are often presented to relatives and friends as a gift and kept for many years. In England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, many people believe that the sun dances as it rises on Easter Sunday. People get up very early in the morning and gather outside to wait for this to happen. And in many places, it is an old custom to call friends and relatives on Easter morning with a greeting, "Christ is risen," and to be answered with, "He is risen indeed." That's the end.
Well, that was fun.
It was. It was such a wonderful story, especially the end. He is risen.
Yep.
Mhm.
He is risen indeed.
That's right.
Well, we want to wish you a happy Easter from While Drinking Wine. I know you guys are probably busy today with family, but we always want to jump on here every Sunday, and today just happened to fall on Easter, and so that's why Granny's here. And once again, we are drinking this 14 Hands Unicorn Rosé. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it, so it's a little bubbly, and it has a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's not too overbearing. So.
Right.
Yeah, and it's perfect for Easter and for your ham, which we are having a little bit later.
Nice.
We're gonna have a very, very nice ham dinner later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit that little bell button to be notified every single time that we upload, and give us a thumbs up, because when you do that, it does tell us that you appreciate the content that we are providing. And check us out where?
On Instagram at while_drinking_wine.
That's right. And with that,
Until next time.
until next time,
Till next time.
cheers,
Cheers.
and
Happy
happy
Easter.
Easter.